The South African Gallery of Legends is taking place this evening. Pitika, Ntuli, Anton, Goosen, Helen, Sebidi, Abigail, Kubeka, Esther, Mahlangu and Noria Mabasa are 6 individuals who will be inducted. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is live at the event in Pretoria. Nqobile, I can see legends with you there as we await this evening's events to take place. What can we expect?
Well, I can tell you right now that Sports, Arts and Culture has decided to basically honor these legends for the work that they have done in the field of entertainment, and you can already imagine how many decades it has been of that work. And in fact, I want to bring in now Anton and Goosen to speak to us. And I mean, we are expecting you to be on the stage to receive that honor, but what does it mean to you?
I feel very humbled. This is very illustrious company. I feel totally out of my depth, but very honored, very honored.
And I mean, this also speaks to the fact that your work has touched many lives. Tell me about what it has done to you.
Well, as Willie Nelson said, it's still better than working. We are artists. This is what we were born for. And this is what we're doing, this is what we are still doing. Art is not something, it's not an office job. It is something from within. It's a fire that burns inside that you've got to use and take that energy and get it across into art. If I may call my work art.
And I mean, before we see you on the stage, can we ask you to kindly grace us with that work?
Grace you with what?
With your talent, sir.
You want me to sing a line?
Just a little bit.
Oh. Moratiwa wakaki moya kiwaka umunyani molifatsing, which was the song I wrote for my daughter. She's called Moya.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. And I want to bring you in. And I mean, we were just arguing, and I'm saying you can't be as old as you say you are because you're looking this great. And I can imagine how much your work has changed over time. Tell us what it means to you to be honored today.
And to be in the company of the people that I am in, I am actually in heaven, which makes me feel that whatever I've been doing is right, and whatever I've been doing is mostly for the love of my people and the love they give me back. It's a conversation between me and my people.
Talking about that conversation, I can imagine how many people have been touched. We've just seen a gentleman here speaking to you and just greeting you, showing that respect. Tell me what this, when you see such people responding to you, what does it say to the work that you've done?
It asks me as to whether me being a humble person and even almost a sinner, where does this spirit come from? That I can sculpt, I can paint, I play music, I do a range of these other things. That it takes me to my African spirituality as well as to my own God. That there must be a force greater than me that makes me reach out to the people and the people to reach out to me.
And I can imagine in such, and both of you greatly for the work that you have done as legends, you would like to pass such to people. Mentorship, have you done any to the young people? How important is this?
It's very, very, very important because in our studios, sometimes we have about 60 young people who have not drawn or painted or anything. But by the time they come in there, they've written their poems, they've done their own drawings. It's an ongoing in a process, and I also work with 2 very young people who keep me away from the big grinder. When it gets to these things, I said, old man, sit down around here, we'll remove this for you.
And can we then just ask to steal a bit of that talent and hear you grace us a bit with those poems that mean so much?
Why should you and I quarrel? I'm a professor, you are not. I drive my Prado, you drive with your finger. My son watches the bold and beautiful days of our life in suburban bliss while you walk around from Stockville to Stockville, getting involved in Mufiri Monyalong. But more than that, what I don't like, you get involved in Mubango, even if I'm not sting. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Well, you can hear they're legendary indeed. And of course, the event is taking place just behind these walls. We understand that there's quite a lot of legends that are going to be honored, much like the ones that we have spoken to. And that is currently happening on the stage inside here. Quite a lot of names that we have seen in the work that they do. And of course, I'm just going to ask, please, can we just show you? There it is. That's where it's happening. We've seen poets. We've seen quite a number of people coming here to honor and to celebrate these legends for the work that they have done. And of course, the event is now taking place. And as you heard from them, this is something very special for the work that they have done, and also mentorship being one of those things that they're currently doing to leave that legacy behind of working hard as well as working and showing your talent.
All right, fantastic stuff there, as you've just heard from Anton, who is the father of Afrikaans rock, at 77 years old, being honored. And interesting to see, again, as Nqobile, you were saying, that the boy man called Pitika Ntuli, at 81 years old, still looks like a boy man. Great poetry that he did. One of the latest that he has written, Where Were You When Marikana Died?